Hi, Max. Thank you so much for
Hi.
talking to me today. This movie, Things Like This was so cute. I love a good rom-com. I'm a sucker for a love story.
Love it. I mean,
As
thank you so much, and so glad to talk to you.
you too. I'm like, as someone who went through, didn't have as happy of an ending, but one of those like cosmic reconnections.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
I felt this movie so much. So I
yeah.
want to ask you, what was your biggest inspiration when writing this movie and bringing it to life?
My biggest inspiration was just honestly putting a plus size queer person as a lead in the narrative of a rom-com. That was really the main thing. It was feeling like I didn't see myself reflected on screen. And I wanted to create a rom-com that wasn't about coming out, that wasn't about that part of the journey, but was about, what happens next, what happens when you just let yourself fall in love or try to, and the massive anxiety that you get as well when you try to let yourself. So it was a lot of writing from my experience of what I was going through at that time. And yeah, that's where this project was born from. It was needing to see myself reflected on screen a little better.
Absolutely. And I love to like you said, it's not a coming out story. It's a like whatever, it's a life story. And I think that's
Yeah,
something that people like forget. Yes, the coming out stories are so important. They absolutely are. As someone with a gay
absolutely.
brother, like
Yeah,
that's so necessary. And
yeah.
then but like his life now is like he's just living it. He's like everyone
Right.
else. We're just falling in love and watching ourselves happen. I love
Right,
it.
exactly. Exactly. And so it's important just to I feel like we don't have many of these movies where, it's just about what happens next.
Mhm.
After you come out, the goal is to fall in love, I think, or maybe that was just my goal. I don't know. But I
I
do
do.
think, that was what my experience was. That was so I wrote something that was very true to that. And I just have to say I love your background so much. It's like
Oh, thank you.
I'm
It's
obsessed with
I
it.
have to it's real. So I always have to show people that it's like fabric.
No, I figured it was real. I didn't realize it was fabric. I thought it was it's amazing.
Thank you.
The
It's my
neon,
it's my icebreaker.
it's so cool. And don't take this the wrong way, but it kind of reminds me of Two Face's skin in Batman Forever. Like
Yes.
it's the perfect color for that.
Yes. I did not think of that. I was like very 90s, but that's so
It's very
perfect.
not well, I mean, 95 is when that happened, so
Yeah.
yeah,
No,
absolutely.
I will never be offended by any Batman 90s reference.
Okay,
So
good, good.
thank you.
Me too.
Oh, I love that this also has like a musical theater aspect. And Dark Blue is one of my favorite songs from Jack's Mannequin. So I want to know how many songs did you go through and how did you land on Dark Blue?
In putting it in the script itself, it was only dark blue, but in how many songs did I listen to before I put it in the script? I mean, the limit does not exist. I
Yeah.
was but also that's how I write. I create a playlist and I just start listening to stuff. So when that aspect of the film happened, which is after the first few drafts, having a song that connected them, that was something that I was exploring. I was like, what would this song be? If they're around my age, right? And they were in camp when I would have been in camp, right? So let's say around 2006 to 2009, right? Somewhere in that. What would this song be? And so, I was listening to that. I was listening to All American Rejects, Panic at the
Mhm.
Disco, 30 Seconds to Mars. I was going through, I was doing my homework, and I Dark Blue, it was something that obviously I knew from back in my middle school days, but it wasn't until I re-listened to it that I was like, there's something about this song that I don't know, it's romantic, but it's it is emo and it's both without being too, kill me. It still
Yeah.
lives in the place of romance. So it was the right balance of those two, It Ends Tonight is too dark and too sad. And my sister's wedding song was Somewhere Only We Know, and I've been like, that's about breaking up. She's like, no, it's about the apocalypse. I'm like, let's, I'm like, I
Yeah.
think we're wrong, but whatever, whatever. They're still married and happy, so that's fine. But no, I think it was important that the song struck the right balance And also all the most romantic songs of that time were the emo rock bands.
100%.
And also the best songs from that time. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm an emo girly, so I get it.
absolutely. Me too.
Also,
Yeah.
when you have that scene with the two of you, because like Jack's Mannequin has that line of, have you ever been alone in a crowded room? And it's the two of them, they're in the bar, the light hits them, and
Yeah.
it's just them. I'm like, it's so perfect. And that's exactly what those moments feel like when you meet someone.
Right, exactly. It's like, it goes back to like the West Side Story moment, right? Like
Mhm.
that the everyone else fades away.
Yeah,
And that's what we kind of replicated that with the lighting when we meet too, because I think that's what happens when you meet someone like that. It's like the world just zoop, Yeah, exactly. So I think that's something that like it is like a thing where life feels like that. And art, makes it a little more obvious, but it does feel that way when it happens to you.
absolutely. And can I ask you about the Willem cameo?
Please.
When she comes out of the porter potty, I died.
I just need everyone to know how hard I fought for that porta potty. Like I was like, I was like, it needs to be a porta potty. I just like
Yes.
need this. I don't know, like it was so perfect. Willem is amazing. And
Yes.
like, it's one of those things where like you're around Willem and you're like, any second something could be said that's gonna make me just cry for hours.
Yeah.
And that's okay. But I mean, like, Willem is a legend, and I mean, like, one of my favorite drag race people. And I know they might not love being referred to as drag race people, but like, also, it's like you can't just say, um, the line your tone sounds very pointed right now, and then not be a drag race icon. It is what it is.
It's up there with back rolls. You know what I mean?
It is literally up there with back rolls.
Party
It is
City Wigs. Like it's
You are on that, like.
yeah.
It is that. It is literally the, like the I'm acting. It's all of that.
It's
Yeah.
so
So
good. I loved seeing her. I was like, oh, this woman. She's my favorite. I
everything.
loved her for
Yeah.
decades. Um, Talk about which scene that from page to screen are you the most proud of?
I would say probably the specifically the two scenes that lead to, us falling in love, which are the meet cute and
Mhm.
then the bar into the park. And actually, I will say the park is number one for me. The reconnection, the feeling like you've known this person for years, like the aspects of how New York feels magical, it all feels very realized in that scene to me. And then we get to use a song which I love, which is "Coming Back to Me" by the Naked and Famous. And so for me, that it all kind of comes together in this beautiful with the snow and everything, and like it is exactly how I wanted it.
Mhm.
So that would have to be the one that I'm like, but it all starts in the meet cute. So, and then one that I'm not involved in, to be honest, is Jackie Cruz, the scene where she like, kind of makes him realize Joey's character, everything
Mhm.
he's done, and how she's a person. Like for me, she is so massively amazing in that scene.
She's so
But it's something wanted to see in a rom com, a reminder of like you're living your story, but I'm living mine, and
yeah.
I'm a side character in this movie, or I'm a supporting character in this movie, but I'm the lead of my own life. And seeing her really own that was really special.
That was such a good scene. I loved that too.
Thank you.
And then my last thing for you is like at the end of the film, we don't hear what you and Joey say to each other as you walk off.
Oh
Can-
no, we don't. Yeah,
Are
no.
you sharing that or is that just for the two of you?
I mean, to be honest, I don't remember. I'm sure we were just like joking. Like I don't Joey and I were always going back and forth about something. Like, I mean, there's that moment where like we walk into the moonlight and it fades out, and we're like, he's like, "Do you have any really irrational fears?" Like, and you can hear that, and then it goes away. So I think it was probably something. I think I was probably like, "By the way, I met your dad. Sucks," or something like that. It was probably something like that. Like,
I love
Something
that.
very, very bantery. Yeah.
That's cute. And I say my irrational fear is sharks in pools. Like I know.
I've heard recently people have a lot of fears of sharks in lakes. I get
Yeah,
that.
I get that too.
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah.
Well,
Can't speak.
Max, that's all I got today. But thank
Thank
you
you
so
so
much for
much.
your time,
So nice to meet
everyone.
you. Please send me where you got that background. I need it.
Oh, I got it in downtown LA at the Fabric District.
Love. I'm going there later and going to the Flower District too.
Oh
Doing
yeah,
it.
perfect. Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Thank
Have
you
a
so much.
wonderful
So
day. It
nice
was
to
so
meet
nice to
you.
talk to you.
Have a good one. Bye.
You too.